First of all, thank you very much for coming for the short presentation we're going to have today. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Mario Buisan. I'm the Trade Commissioner of Spain. I'm based in Florida. And as you know, we are responsible for the promotion of books in Spanish all throughout the US. So the idea today is to present a new guide that we are launching these days in BEA, in Book Expo. And I would like to have the opportunity as well to give a brief overview of what we are doing in terms of promoting books in Spanish in the US. So I'm going to present briefly our program with the guide, and then I'm going to give the floor to Jesus Alvarez, which is working here in the education office in New York. It's going to tell you a little bit what they are doing, what's the view they have about the development of Spanish in the education field. And finally, Alina is working also in the Trade Commission in Miami. We talk a little bit about a couple of new initiatives that we have been launched this year in 2012, also trying to foster and to promote the books in Spanish here in the US. So first of all, what I would like to say is that the new guide, this essential guide of Spanish reading we are launching these days, is just a part of a general program of promoting books in Spanish in the US. One of the most important parts of it, but it's just a part, because we are working under an umbrella, under the umbrella of America Reads Spanish, which is a program that basically tries to, as I mentioned, to promote Spanish books in the US. Yeah. Dale.
¿Otro más?
Sí. Okay, let me talk then a little bit about what America Reads Spanish is. America Reads Spanish is a campaign that is trying to increase the use and reading of the Spanish language through the libraries, schools, and bookstores in the United States. This is an initiative that is already 7 years old. It was launched in 2005, and under the initiative we have the ISEX, which is the Spanish Institute for Foreign Trade, and the Federation of Publisher Guilds of Spain. They are the two basic bodies that are behind this initiative, and all the management of it is being done by the Trade Commission in Miami. We have signed, and is one of the fields we are trying to develop in the last couple of years. We have signed and developed agreements, collaborative agreements with ALA and with the Association of American Publishers. We think that they are very good ways in order to try to promote and to reach the mission and the goals that we are trying to get. Please. Okay, what have we been doing in the last year? Well, we are here in Book Expo. Book Expo is maybe, or I would say that it is the most important meeting that we have under the umbrella of America Reads Spanish. This year we have brought 16 publishers and more than 20 titles in the program that Alina is going to mention later about the translation rights. As I mentioned, Book Expo is the most important trade show that we attend, but we also attend other trade shows. Actually, in the last 7 years, we've been in more than 60 trade shows and conferences all throughout the United States. And we also attend, and we're going to attend by the end, well, in several weeks, we're going to attend American Library Association conference. And in November, we will be also at the American Teacher of Foreign Languages conference. So, I mean, basically, we try to be present in the most important conferences and trade shows that take place here in the US. As I mentioned, there is a couple of initiatives that we have launched this year. One of them is that we have redesigned our internet site, our web, and then Alina is going to talk a little bit later about it. And also we can't forget our traditional trade mission to Liber. Liber, as you may know, is the major trade show in Spain. And what we do is that we take librarians with us. Actually, this year we're going to take around 30 librarians, and we try to put them in contact with the Spanish publishers that are present at Liber, no, at the trade show. Actually, we've been doing that also in the last, I would say, 10 years, and I would say that IGUDIN is one of the most successful initiatives that we are doing in terms of the trade or the exports of Spanish books in the U.S. Okay, what have we achieved in these last years, in these 7 years? I think that we may become the main information source of Spanish language books in the U.S. Actually, we are reaching more than 10,000 professionals and traders every month through the newsletter that we have. We launched also several years ago. We have a very close relationship with librarians, with libraries, and actually we have developed Spanish collections in more than 500 library systems all throughout the U.S. We are, since a couple of years ago, already in Facebook. We have more than 5,000 friends. And we also, we have begun this year to give information about translation rights of Spanish books for American publishers. Now, this is a new program that, as I mentioned, we launched this year, and we have already the first version of it, and we're going to begin to work in the second one just before summer, and Alina is going to refer to it. No? Please. Okay, how do we see the future of America with Spanish? What we are thinking of doing in the next months, or even in the short term, in the next years? Well, number one, we'd like to continue our engagement in partnerships with all kind of American institutions. We think that in this sense, we are going to be able to spread the message of bilingualism, and which is one of the goals that we have. Number two, we would like to work and to promote the use of the Spanish language in the new technologies and in digital publications, and because we think they are platforms that are really important, are going to become even more important in next years. Number three, we are going to keep working on the translation rights field. We would like to give or to facilitate access to our publishers for the American translation and movie rights markets. We are going to work, and we're going to be present in the major trade show that takes place in the U.S. in Remake, which is held in Las Vegas, and we think that this is another field that must be and should be developed in order to, for the promotion of our publishers. No? And and finally, we will continue, and we want to continue to support the library system here in the U.S. because we think that is one of the major ways to reach out to the Hispanic population, which is also, as you can understand, one of the goals that we have. Okay, just a couple of words about the new guide that we are presenting in this fair in the BEA, in the Book Expo. As you may know, this essential guide to Spanish reading is a selection of must-read books that have been originally written in Spanish. The first edition was published 5 years ago, so this year we have elaborated the second edition. Actually, what this guide does is to offer a compilation of literary and reference texts for Spanish readers of various ages. Actually, we want this guide to be a reference for any kind of American people trying to begin to have a selection of Spanish books. We can say that the first edition was quite successful. There has been a big demand of it, and that's why we're trying to we've been working actually in the last 2 years on the new version, on the new guide. What improvements or what kind of new things we have included in the new guide? Well, first, we've tried to improve the selection of books. Obviously, a guide is, I mean, you have to choose. We have, well, a procedure, a system that obviously, I mean, if you take a look, I'm sure you're going to miss some books, some authors, but we think that is a quite good show of what has been the Spanish literature in the history. And anyway, we have been trying, working with professionals to improve the way that we elaborate this guide. No? We have printed already more than 15,000 books, and basically they are for librarians, they are for the library system, are also for independent bookstores that maybe, as I mentioned, may want to begin a collection of Spanish books. We have also put the guide, and actually is currently available in electronic format in our website, in americaisspanish.org. So you can go there and you can take it. I mean, all the guides in electronic format that you may want also. I mean, you can refer, you can ask us in the Trade Commission to give you all the books that you may need, no? And also this is kind of continuous effort. We are already working on the new version, and because we want to improve as much as possible the selection reviews that are included in it, no? And this is, as I mentioned, a kind of a permanent goal that we have with this guide.